we go. Do you see that now? Now, this next game is called Fishy. The story is by Robo Carla, and the illustrations are by Carla Scroter? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The synopsis here. KJ Esper worked on this one. I'm really excited about this one. Mine is by Carla Schroter. Yams SN says one of my favorites. Oh, good. So the synopsis of the itch.io page says, you didn't want to go to the aquarium. You don't like aquariums. They freak you out. But it's Monica's birthday, and everyone else is going, and besides, it's all in your head. Right? Now, what first got me, intrigued by this game is the artwork. I really like the artwork, and then I read about the premise, and the story is about an aquarium, and aquarium fish really interest me, so I was immediately on board with a visual novel about that. I heard it's spooky, but I don't know how spooky it is and in what form the spookiness comes in, so I'm going in more or less completely blind. Now, is the sound okay for everyone? Oh, I like how the settings are the fish on the water. That's a nice touch. Yeah, I really like the art with the lines. The lines aren't 100% vectorized. They've got this organic, almost pencil-like quality to them, which I really like. Okay, let's start. I love the art already. Honestly, the ocean has never been your thing. There are sharp things you can step on, and colorful things that inject poison into you when you touch them, and large things that are faster and stronger than you. The worst part, they're all alive. And they're hungry. Mom, I'm out of sparkling water. You turn to look at the instigator of your distress, Monica. It's her 14th birthday. Oh, I like her striped shirt. Last year, for her birthday, Monica's parents rented the local theme park for a whole day. The entire class had gone. You'd gotten to ride the big kids' rides for the first time. Everyone talked about it for the rest of the year, as the date approached again, and the talk started to shift. What would Monica do for her birthday this year? You recall the sinking feeling in your stomach when you found out. Naya says, how rich are they? Yeah, how rich are they that they can do that for the entire theme park? For the entire class at the theme park. You're invited to Monica's 14th birthday overnight marine adventure. Spend an evening at the aquarium exploring the exhibits before tucking into your sleeping bag for a night under the sea. Mom, the sparkling water is cherry flavored. Gross. A night under the sea, so it's like we're literally sleeping with the fishes. Typical Monica. Your classmates swarm the lobby excitedly, stepping over the sleeping bags and toothbrushes that no one has any intention of using. An aquarium employee is going student to student handing out ID badges. You stand alone. Where is Misha? Why isn't she here yet? She promised. You remember that day at lunch when she'd convinced you. You have to come. It'll be so much fun, and if you don't go, you'll miss out. Everyone else is going. You'll be the only kid in our class who didn't go. Look, I know you don't like fish or oceans or like water or whatever, but you'll probably like it once you get there. It's not like we're swimming with sharks or anything. There's no actual danger. Anaya says, man, the character designs are also really nice. Yeah, I really like them. They're making me really nostalgic. Like, the art style is different from what I'm thinking of, but the art style is making me really nostalgic for early video games by Tavola. Like, they did a bunch of games in the 90s that I really liked as a kid called Oscar the Balloonist and the TKKG series, which was about a group of kids. It was 4 kids and a dog, and they would go on adventures together, and each game in the series you had to solve a mystery. And there was this really cool game mechanic where you had to switch between playing each of them, each of the 4 kids, and depending on who you were playing as, other characters would react differently, and that's how you collected all the clues to move forward. It was so much fun, but the games are really hard to find now because they were made ages ago. Misha says, I'll be with you the whole time, promise. When you're here, and Misha isn't. So that's cool. Well, you're here, and Misha isn't, so that's cool. The door to the aquarium opens. Misha? What's up, nerds? Uh-oh. Toby drops his bag near the door and runs over to Monica, holding his hands above his head like a shark fin. Dun 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 dun. Stop it, Toby, you're so annoying. Dun 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 dun. Toby isn't in your grade, but he's Monica's older cousin, so he usually ends up at her parties anyway. The aquarium guide approaches you with a friendly smile. Hi there, I'm going to print you an ID card. Will you help me fill one out for you? Name. Oh, we get to choose the name. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go with Katie. Thank you, Katie. Favorite sea creature? I wonder if this affects choices later in the game. Hang on, I want to make sure I spell this properly. Oh, thank you for the follow, Chase. I'll pick cuttlefish because they can change color, and I've seen some really cute ones. Have you seen the video on YouTube of, I believe it was a cuttlefish that they saw, but it was this group of scientists in a submarine. Oh, thank you for the follow. It was a group of scientists in a submarine finding this cuttlefish, I believe it was, at the bottom of the ocean, and it looked like a cartoon character because it had these really big eyes. I think one of the scientists described it as it looked like a child's toy that fell to the bottom of the ocean. It was really cute looking. Yeah, Chase knows what I'm talking about. That was cute. So we'll go with cuttlefish. Guide says that's my favorite too. Here you go, don't lose it. Thanks. The aquarium guide looks around. Well, I think that's everyone. Let's go ahead and start. I'm a Fishy dev, by the way. Oh, hi, Chase. Glad you could make it. Welcome. Wait, my friend isn't here yet. I'm sure they'll be here soon. Besides, the majesty of the aquarium awaits. I like our character design. Our dress has a pocket that's so rare to find. It's great when you can find a dress with pockets. He gives you 2 thumbs up and then heads over to Monica's parents. Attention, everyone. Chase says, Pinafore dresses for the world. Yes. Laser says, hi, I'm back. Big hype. Attention, everyone. Monica is standing on a bench, gesturing wildly. Your classmates quiet down and gather around her. Thank you for coming to my birthday. Tonight's going to be really fun. We have free run over the entire aquarium, so we can do whatever we want. Wow. Actually, some of our exhibits are under construction or closed temporarily for one reason or another, so please stay away from any off-limits areas. Just trying to keep you kids safe. His brow is sweating. The guide looks nervous. You wonder what that's all about. Has a shark escaped? Anyway, it's going to be tons of fun. But sure, restricted areas. There will be cake and presents later. Feeling a little anxious, you trace the rivets on your prosthetic arm. Oh, also we have unlimited lacrosse, so go wild. Thank you, Monica, and happy birthday. Now everyone, we're going to enter the aquarium. We'll walk through the magnificent jellies exhibit and drop off your stuff in the deep ocean room, where you'll be sleeping next to our 1.1 million gallon saltwater tank, our largest tank. Dread shoots through your body. You'll be sleeping where? Now follow me. We're going to have a really special night. Enter. It's dark inside the jellyfish exhibit. You catch glimpses of the faces of your classmates, illuminated by the glow of the tanks. This is pretty. I like the trail of coming from the jellyfish. You walk along the black velvet floors, keeping to the back of the group. You don't know these people very well, but they all seem to be best friends. Plus, it's dark. You bump into a large shape in front of you. Random guy, hey, watch it, freak. So rude. Sorry, or ignore him. Ignore him, he was being rude. Weirdo. The aquarium guide stops in front of a wide tank with rounded edges. Jellyfish float gently behind him in a seemingly endless blue void. Now, like I said, we're going to drop off your stuff at the deep ocean room. After that, you're free to explore the aquarium until bedtime. I'm gonna save just in case. We have a few rules. No running, no tapping on the glass, and like I said, no entering restricted areas. Yeah, fish don't like it when you tap the glass. Now, does anyone have any ideas why we're not allowed to tap on the glass? Because it'll break, killing all of us. No, Toby. No. The glass on these small tanks is half an inch thick, and the glass on our largest tanks, which you'll see later, is over 20 inches thick. You're perfectly safe. Would anyone like to take another stab at why we... I know why. It gives the fish anxiety. Delaney is very smart. She's won first place in the school science fair every year since 5th grade. I like all the character designs. That's right, and fish get sick when they're stressed, and they can even die from stress. All animals can die from stress, even humans. It's a scientific fact. Well, yes, technically you're correct. But no worries about that here. We just want to make sure that the little fishes are as comfortable and happy as possible. The darkness is making you feel uneasy. You jump when someone grabs your shoulders. Hey, Katie. You turn around. What did I miss? Misha is whisper shouting, visibly excited and grinning ear to ear. Well, that's a nice touch. When we turned around, our arm is still on the same side, which means the entire sprite had to be redrawn. Misha is whisper shouting, visibly excited and grinning ear to ear. You step away from the group to continue the conversation as the aquarium guide launches into a story about the aquarium's history. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water. You scared me, and you're super late. I was worried you wouldn't come. Of course I'm going. I would never miss out on this. What took you so long? Ah, nothing, just some stuff. Is Toby here? Yeah, why? I just think he's kind of cute. Anyway, look at all these cool jellies. They're like little aliens. You watch the jellies for a while. Some of them are kind of cute, the little ones that bob up and down, but some of them are bigger than you expected. Jellyfish tentacles are extremely dangerous. They can sting prey so that they're paralyzed and can't do anything while the jellyfish digests them. That's true, Delaney, but none of that can happen here. Can you imagine what it would be like, paralyzed, frozen, unable to move, while a predator uses its long tentacles to slowly, painfully raise you into their... Okay, thanks so much for the facts, Delaney. The ocean sure is a fascinating subject. Let's head to the deep ocean room and set down our things, okay? You follow the group through the rest of the jellyfish exhibit, relieved to be free of Delaney's terrifying facts until... You stop. The other kids file into a room called Deep Ocean Room. Through the doorway you can see the large tank. Glass lines an entire wall, floor to ceiling. There is something about that room, something about the incredible vastness of the tank. How it does really look like a portal into the ocean, and you get the impression of something huge moving towards you. A shark? You turn away, letting the others pass you. Hey Misha, can you put my stuff near yours? Why, you scared? No, I just feel weird about that room. It just feels weird. Just take my bag. Fine, whatever. Wait here. You think about the ocean. You think about water, deep water, so deep you can't see the bottom. You think about looking down and seeing nothing but darkness, because the sun can't perpetuate anywhere near the seafloor. You think about a giant mouth breaking through the darkness, and it has eyes and teeth and sees you. Hey. Misha grabs your hand. Come on, we're going into the kelp forest. Toby and a few other boys run by laughing. You hesitate. Misha rolls her eyes. Ugh, don't worry, it's the kelp forest. It's not scary at all. No sharks, just some plants. Come on. She lowers her voice. This is our chance to hang out with the cool kids. I really want to look good in front of them. I know you're not, like, super into this, but it would mean a lot to me. Just try, please. I'll try, or okay, but I don't like it. We'll try to put on a brave face here. Thanks, Katie. You're a good friend. Now come on. Ooh, this looks pretty. Look at that. I like how the colors are all kind of unified, like it's all... There's a bit of green in everything. I like that. Everything fits in. It makes the fish really pop. Oh, and it's got like, these god rays coming up from the sun. Looks so pretty. Yeah, Naya says nice. When you reach the kelp forest, Toby has already jumped the railing and has his face pressed against the glass. Toby, don't do that. You're going to get in trouble. Hopefully he'll get caught and kicked out. Whatever, as if I want to hang out with you dorks anyway. I'm only here because my dad made me come. It's so rude. Super stoked you made it, course. 'Cause Naya says someone's unpopular. Toby says, "Stop being babies. I'm not gonna tap the glass so hard I murder all the fish or anything. They're just gonna die because I tap the glass. Yeah, I'm not stupid, not falling for that." Well, it doesn't matter if they die so much as you're stressing them out. Like, don't do it. Wow, Toby is so smart. He doesn't fall for facts. There's no tricking that guy. The shade. You total dingus. Anyway, isn't the glass like 2 feet thick or whatever? Like, I tap the glass once and it's gonna break? Sure, I'd need a super katana or something. Chase that emote. Toby looks at you and you freeze. Hey, I wonder what happens when you tap the glass with your freaky cyborg arm. Come on, try it. Toby, cut it out. Stop being lame. I just want to see what happens. Come on, Katie. We're not supposed to tap on the glass with our normal fingers, but what about her weird robot arm? Maybe it's different. Maybe all the fish will come look at it and it'll be cool. Katie, come on. Misha tugs on your sleeve and whispers, "Hey, you don't have to do it if you don't want to." Dang right I don't. No, absolutely not. Oh, come on, please. If anything happens, which it won't, I'll tell them it was my idea. Please. I don't trust this guy. Oh my gosh, you were being asked again. No, stop asking. Please. Ugh, whatever, lame. Toby dabs and then runs out of the room. Toby is the worst. Toby, wait up. Come on, Katie. Follow. So pretty. Ah, the detail. Look at that. You hear a commotion coming from the next room. You step out into the dark kelp forest exhibit and the reflections of the water still touching your feet, and into the brightly lit tide pool room. Now, tide pools are interesting. They always have so much life in them. And some of it moves much quicker than you anticipate, you know. Have you ever seen those videos with sea stars moving and the video is of 24 hours or something and they sped it up so you can actually see them crawl along the ocean floor? It's really cool looking when it's sped up. The touch tank in the corner sparkles in the sunlight. Yeah, KJS Bear says they're surprisingly fast with their little feet. A few of your classmates examine a dripping sand dollar, while others walk away from the tank, giggling at petting a hermit crab. Aw. A boy that you've never spoken to before approaches you. Sand dollars can feel pain, you know. That's cool or that's uncool? Well, it's a matter of perspective, I suppose. Well, it's cool because they're alive, but it's uncool because pain is a negative feeling. I don't know how, if we'll be reacted to negatively if we say that's cool, but I think I'm gonna go with that's cool. He walks away. Huh. Hey, you want to poke the sea slug? No. Our only option. Aw, the hermit crab then? Nope. But the touch tank is part of the aquarium experience. At least touch the coral. Huh, coral. Safe, non-moving coral. You can do that. You walk to the touch tank and look down. Colorful shells and lumps of coral lay on the sand. A dark purple sea slug climbs slowly over a rock. You take a deep breath, reach into the tank. Slowly you lower your hand into the tank. Why are you doing this anyway? Because Misha told you? Why do you ever do anything Misha tells you to do? Is she even still here? You can't hear her. Actually, you can't really hear anything. Your hand touches the water. It's cold. Lower, into the tank, into the sand. What were you reaching for again? Coral? Well, all you see is sand, ebbing gently in the water, specks floating upwards and stick to your hand. I like the writing in this as well. I feel like I don't say that enough. Lower. And you could swear... You swear the tank didn't look this deep. The sand is ebbing less gently now. In fact, it's swirling. You can't see your hand. We can't see our hand? The water is suddenly murky. It's up to your elbow now. The sand churns, like something underneath is rising up. Pull your hand out. You move to pull your hand out of the tank, but something grabs you and pulls you back in. Terror rises in your chest. You can barely breathe. Was it the crab ear? Well, that would have pinched us. Yell for help. You yell, but no one seems to hear you. You brace your body against the tank and pull upwards. It fights you. It's pulling you in deeper. Deeper. Misha, help! You put your entire weight against the tank. Pull as hard as you can. You feel a release. Suddenly, you're standing next to the tank, surrounded by your lively classmates. Some of them are staring at you, giggling and pointing. You look at the tank. The water is clear, and only a few inches deep. The sea slug continues its slow journey across the rock. Geez, stop yelling. What did you... Oh, a sand dollar. Cool, but you should probably put it back. You look at your hand. You're holding a sand dollar. Huh. I knew you'd touch the tank. What do you mean? Well, you clearly got into it. Your entire arm is wet. Oh, Chase says, would you mind upping the sound and music? Oh, sure. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so we're gonna ramp up the sound. Hopefully here's good. Here and here. Is that good? If that's too loud or not loud enough, please let me know. Yep, that's good. Okay, thank you, Chase. You check. Your sleeve is dripping all the way up to your shoulder. See, you just have to try things. I knew you'd get into it. Try not to make a scene next time, though. Anyway, Delaney says there's a room with stingrays, so we should go there next. Come on. Okay, or something in the tank grabbed me. I feel like that was in our imagination because we had the sand dollar, and the description didn't mention that. So I guess we'll keep it on the down low for now. Hopefully that we won't have regrets for doing that. Okay, as Misha grabs your hand, you look back at the touch tank. It looks normal. I mean, as normal as weird-looking coral can look. That is coral, right? You're starting to get a headache. The longer you look at the touch tank, the more it hurts. Come on. You look away and allow Misha to pull you into the next room. Monica and Delaney are already in the stingray room when you enter. Wow, look at them go. I like the camera angle. We can see right underneath them. Monica and Delaney are already in the stingray room when you enter. And besides, they're mostly harmless. I don't know, those stingers are freaking me out. Stingrays don't attack unless antagonized by a predator. Their barbed tails are only used for protection, although they are closely related to sharks and don't have any bones, just like their shark relatives. I like how this is educational as well. Naya says, man, this game really makes me want to draw ocean animals. Yes, I agree. I remember having a lot of fun doing that, doing research on shark designs when I did Must Love Jaws. It's a lot of fun, a lot of blues and greens here, which I like. Well, greens in the earlier CG. Fun fish facts, says Chase. Stingrays glide through the water. This tank is really big, the biggest you've seen so far. It's making you uncomfortable. You step back and survey the room. Plaques detailing the different types of stingrays and facts about their natural habitats line the wall. Hang on, I need to drink again. There's a doorway on the left side of the room with a restricted area, no entry sign in front of it. The room past the doorway is dark, but you can see something on the floor. It looks like a broom handle. The object is partially obscured by the doorway. You walk closer. A janitor's trash can and equipment are knocked over, cleaning items strewn haphazardly onto the floor, and there's something behind it. You get closer. What is that? Hi, Katie, how's it going? Remember those restricted areas I mentioned before? This is one of those, so you're going to want to head back to the exhibits. Sir, why are you sweating so much? You're talking to a 14-year-old, I believe. I think we're are we 14? I think we're 14. Why is it restricted, or what's with all this stuff on the door? Let's be nosy. We're kind of short-staffed these days. Janitor probably knocked it over. We'll get it cleaned up quick. That's why these areas are restricted, so you kids don't see the messes we leave behind. You make your way back to the group. Seems very suspicious. Only account for 306 deaths by drowning per year. Chase says, "Put this on my tombstone." Sir, why are you so sweaty? Wow, Delani, you sure do know a lot of real bummer facts. I want to be a marine biologist someday, so I do know a lot of facts. Sorry if knowledge bums you out. Chill, you guys are giving the fish anxiety. Whatever. Hey guys, come quick, they're feeding the sharks in the deep ocean tank. See, Toby is interested. Oh, I've got to take a selfie with that. That does sound pretty cool. Yeah, come on. Toby turns to follow Monica and Delani, then he looks back. Misha, are you coming? Sure, yeah. Misha, don't leave me alone, or you promised. Misha, don't leave me alone. Misha doesn't hear you, or maybe she pretends not to hear you. Oh no. She runs after the others. Uh-oh. The room is silent. You are alone. Right? Well, in a manner of speaking. You look at the rays, and then at the handle of the broom, still peeking out from the restricted area. And the guide, wasn't he here? Where did he go? You feel your heart beating faster. A sign on the wall points towards the hallway labeled Open Seas. That sounds fine. You walk towards it quickly. Open Seas. You immediately notice a change when you enter the Open Seas room. The room is circular, and unlike the other rooms, there are no tanks on the walls. You look up. Shiny fish swim in endless circles around the top of the room, in a giant circular tank. You take a moment, breathing hard. You're feeling lightheaded. You sigh and sit down on the floor. So this sucks. You didn't even want to come here. Why did you come here? Because Misha told you to come? Why? She doesn't seem to care now. She left. Maybe you're just her backup friend. Maybe she likes having you around in case there's no one better to hang out with. Maybe she likes that you don't have very many other friends. Maybe she likes that you need her. You hold your bare arm against your chest. You're freezing, but also somehow sweaty. And Monica, Monica only invited you because you're in her class and she has to invite everyone. You've only talked to Monica like 4 times. Does she even know your name? You could be home doing something you enjoy, but instead you're here doing this because maybe you really wanted to believe Misha? Maybe you also wanted to feel wanted? You tilt your head back and stare up at the fish again. You try to focus on one fish and follow it all the way around the room. You keep losing it in the swarm of other identical fish, which shimmer silver in the light. Your neck's beginning to hurt looking up, and your head hurts as well. And there's quite a lot of water above you. How thick was the glass again? The headache is getting stronger, but you can't stop looking, can't stop staring at the fish. You're beginning to feel a little motion sick. You're sitting, but it hasn't helped you catch your breath. Are you that out of shape? You wonder what happens if you throw up in an aquarium. Maybe you go to jail. I don't think that's what happens. Fish jail. You take a deep breath and stare at a single point of glass on the tank. You focus in on that area, shutting out everything else. And then the glass cracks. What? No. Joe says seems legit. Well, people jail. The fish swarm. Some of the fish have multiple eyes. Markings that look like multiple eyes. Hundreds, thousands of fish weaving in and out of the pack, and in and out of the holes inside of each other. Thousands of glassy eyes staring at you. There are so many of them. They create their own object, a heavy object, one that can crush you. Thousands of tiny, writhing bodies, in pain because you upset them, and now they're dying and they're going to take you with them. Oh yeah, some of them do have holes. The swarm reaches out one tiny giant tendril, an arm big, whoops, I clicked, an arm bigger than your entire body, and plants it on the seafloor. Then from its writhing body, it extends another tendril. Genji 2, you called, says Naya. It does feel like we're getting into a horror film now. Some of the fish are missing eyes. Then from its writhing body it extends another tendril, and another, all bending at odd angles, and even through its millions of fish you feel a reverberation in your bones as the knees break to bend backwards. It tries to move. It can't. It's dying. It screams in pain, each limb breaking under the weight of the swarm, each time a new one growing back. And they all have eyes, and they're all staring at you. The swarm screeches and bends and reforms into an enormous ball, and then a hole opens in the middle. Small at first, but now bigger. It's deep and black, and you can't see the bottom. Just swarming, screaming, dying fish all the way into the void. It moves to swallow you. And it does swallow you. And for a moment you can't scream, you can't move, you can't breathe. And then you can, and you do. You scream a lot, very loudly. You sit up from the floor. When did you even lie down? And stand up shakily, and you run. Run. You run. You don't look back. You don't look at where you're going. At some point you hit a restricted area sign and stumble. You keep running. It's dark. You slow down. You breathe. It's actually really dark now. Where are you? Half-finished posters line the walls. Empty tanks sit on the floor. A table is knocked over. Up ahead you see light, peeking through a doorway. You enter. You. Katie? I think the name tag is a friend, but it's glitched out. I'm gonna save just in case. Because it's dark and spooky. What is that? You're finally here. It's got 8 eyes. Oh no. Joe says, that's a weird definition of friend. Are you enjoying your trip to the aquarium? Is it playing out the way you expected? What did you expect anyway? Did you expect to have a nice time with your friends, making memories, learning about the natural world, growing as human beings? Maybe you anticipated some of it. Toby's crudeness, Monica's arrogance, Misha's neglect. But maybe you were hopeful that in the end, despite everything, it would all be okay. Yes, I did, rather, yes. Chase says the only review we need, oh no. You broken, desperate idiot. The vast ocean, in its infinite complexities, doesn't even acknowledge your existence. 100 million miles of sea, of void, and you, a lone cuttlefish. Come closer. Closer. The text is capitalized, I don't like it. No. This is the part where it gets better, right? This is the part where your friends run in and save you. They say they've been looking for you this whole time. They say they're sorry for leaving you alone. You feel comforted, you feel safe, you feel accepted. Joe says, no, not closer. I agree, no, not closer. That's what happens next, right? They'll be here any second. I think I can hear them now. Are they going to say, but nobody came? I'm clicking, nothing's happening, no. My mistake. Must have been a stray Roomba. How does this creature know what a Roomba is, or a Roomba? Naya says, I look away for a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry, Naya. Your classmates are enjoying their night. They are enjoying each other's company. They are making memories. They are learning about the natural world. They are growing as human beings. If we zoom in any closer, we're going to be in the mouth of this creature. And they do not miss you. They haven't even noticed you're gone. No! You came here to prove yourself, and little cuttlefish, what did you prove? You proved that you were right about your classmates. That voice in your head, the one that you could never quite silence. KJ Esper says, let the friend taste you. No. The one that says they're better off without you. Have you ever thought about that? How squid and octopuses, their mouth is underneath the tentacles like this? But normally they have a beak. They don't normally have lips, I don't think. It's very spooky. The one that says they're better off without you. Did you really think you want to believe they were your friends? The fact that it looks like a human mouth makes it look creepier. Or did a tiny, bitter, angry part of you, the part that has been hurt, want to find justification for your anger, for your fear, for your pain? When you needed help, nothing came, and here you are, alone. So congratulations, little cuttlefish, you were right. I like how the game remembers that I wrote cuttlefish earlier. What now, Katie? I'm clicking. I am not broken. What's that, little cuttlefish? I am not broken. Sure, lie to yourself. I am not broken. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you see the truth. I am not broken. Give up. I am not broken. Stop fighting. I am not broken. Stare at your own reflection, look yourself in the eye and say that again. I dare you. I am not broken. Fine, you need more proof then. Go ahead, find some. Leave. You're in a glass tunnel. Large, dark fish swim above you, around you. An enormous shadow blocks the light from above, then disappears. Was that a shark? Cho says, and we yeet on out of there. You really don't like sharks. You keep walking. The light filtering through the water, through the kelp, through the moving fish is odd. Ooh, we're lighter. Ooh, that was a nice transition. There are plaques spaced evenly along the railing with fun facts and small blurbs about the creatures kept here. Dazed, numb, and directionless, you read them. Tuna can swim at speeds of up to 7 kilometers per hour, 33 miles per hour. There are over 30,000 different kinds of fish, all of which have their own colors and sizes. Many fish travel in schools to protect themselves from predators. Numerous sea dwellers use camouflage to blend in with their environment and confuse their hunters. That's relatable. You're back at the kelp forest. You remember this place. The room is colder than you remember. It must have been hours since you were last here. And up ahead, is that? Guys, it's me. I'm back. Toby, Monica, Delaney, and Misha stand next to the kelp forest tank. So close, in fact, that they're completely backlit from the light in the tank. Their silhouettes look a bit odd. Why has one of them turned into an angler at the far right? You have no idea what a relief it is to find you guys. Guys? Guys? Ooh. I'm clicking. Run! The deep sea room, your worst fear, your only option. You pull the large doors closed behind you and then lock them. You don't get the sense that anything's following you, but you want to be alone right now. Ooh, this is pretty. Parallax layering is my one animation weakness. Like, as soon as I see that, I'm like, good job, I love it. I don't know why, there's just something about it that I really love seeing. Layers moving at different speeds. You survey the room. Sleeping bags and backpacks litter the floor. There's also a small table stacked several feet high with LaCroix cans. Classic Monica. Looking down, you spot two familiar backpacks, yours and Misha's, but your sleeping bag isn't rolled up like the others. Aw, Misha remembered. Whoops, I pressed too soon. You see that Misha has laid out both your and her own sleeping bags next to each other, right up against the glass. She'd even found a blanket in your backpack, your favorite blanket from home, and folded it neatly over your sleeping bag. That was nice of her. Dazed and tired, you sit down on your sleeping bag and stare up at the enormous tank. Huge sharks swim higher than you can see. Smaller ones lurk near the bottom of the tank. It's almost like you're the one in the tank looking out of a window onto the ocean. It's beginning to scare you again. You feel your pulse rising. You feel that headache coming on, but you force yourself to look. Out of your giant peripherals, out of your peripherals, you see a giant shadow, bigger than the others, approach you from the right. You stare ahead. You will not look away. And then you blink. Oh. In front of you swims a giant lemon shark with a prosthetic fin. I see it right in the middle. Its skin shimmers under the filtered rays of light. Just as it's about to swim out of sight, it turns. It does a few passes in front of you, lingering. You get the impression that it sees you. Hey there, friend. It flips its tail a little. Aw. It's not as scary as you thought it would be. I mean, sure, it's huge, but it's just swimming. Aw, look how happy it looks. It's kind of peaceful, actually. Yeah, watching fish is very, very relaxing. That's why so many dentist offices have an aquarium tank. You lean back for a while and watch. The shark swims around, weaving in and out of the rocks, passing the other sharks, reaching the edge of the tank but never quite straying far from where you sit. There's a plaque at the bottom of the tank titled The Ocean Guardian. It has a picture of the shark with the prosthetic fin. Read it. Aw, I like the design of this. Meet Bruce, a lemon shark from the Atlantic Ocean. You may notice that Bruce is a little different from our other sharks. Bruce was heavily injured after a fight with an illegal shark finning vessel. Joe says shark friend. Also, I remember in Must Love Jaws, Bruce is a good name for a shark. It's meaningful because I remember if you could name the shark in Must Love Jaws, but if you left it blank, the game automatically chose Bruce. Due to the loss of his tail fin, or caudal fin, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Bruce has been fitted with a prosthetic, which allows him to swim as gracefully as other sharks. Bruce, fish are friends, not food, says Chase. Despite his trauma and injury, Bruce has a calm temperament. He can be shy sometimes, but sharks are naturally social creatures, and Bruce is no exception. Bruce is especially friendly with sharks who are new to our aquarium, and is instrumental in acclimatizing new sharks to the aquarium environment. Because of this, our handlers have nicknamed Bruce the Ocean Guardian. Aw, that's nice. Unfortunately, due to his injuries, Bruce is unable to survive in the wild. We are happy to provide a home for Bruce, our unique friend. Aw, he looks so happy. You watch the shark. The lights of the tank dance over you. And you know, you're beginning to get it. Why everyone loves aquariums so much. Sitting there watching these sharks is actually quite serene. You think you can sit here for hours. After a while, you hear the door open. Oh, there he is at the far right. Katie! Misha runs over and hugs you. She hugs you so hard you almost fall over. I'm so glad we found you. I was so scared. Is she... Hang on just a second. I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Let me just check what chat says. Oh, Laserall says she is. The suspense. KJ Esper says the suspense in Chase is more suspenseful than the kelp scene. Is she crying? Guys, we found Katie. She's in here. Monica looks at you and smiles, sort of tiredly. Her hair is a little frizzy, like she's been running around. We've been looking all over for you, Katie. Are you okay? I'm okay, or I'm okay. That's good. We're all pretty freaked out. Oh my gosh, Katie, finally. Bro, it's you. Oh man, my heart is pounding. I was worried you fell in a tank or something. Toby, isn't there something you wanted to say to Katie? Something you've been talking about saying for the past hour, remember? It was something like, I swear if we ever see her again, I'll tell her. What was the rest, Toby? Toby? Yeah, Katie, I'm really sorry for bothering you earlier. I thought I was just being funny, but then you went missing and I realized that maybe it wasn't funny. I could have felt really bad if you got hurt or something. Anyway, sorry. And, I think your arm is really cool. It reminds me of Iron Man. Pew pew. Yeah, that's it. Misha is still crying quietly into your shoulder. You've never seen her cry before. She's whispering something. So she does care. I'm sorry. Hug her back. Aw. I'm glad you guys found me. I was scared too. Yeah, this place is kind of freaky at night. I wouldn't want to get lost here either. Bet they've got some weird stuff hidden somewhere. Misha pulls away from you, wiping her face with her hand. So my eyes are red because I'm tired, not because I was crying, by the way. I wasn't. Yeah, Misha, sure. But Katie, are you sure you're okay? There's a first aid place, or like, I don't know. Your friends stare at you. They all look concerned. You look back at them, and for the first time tonight, you actually are okay. I'm okay. Prove it. Prove you're okay by pretending to be a shark. Yeah, you're fine, you dork. Hey, you're my best friend. You're my best friend too. Aw. And you're all my best friends too. Toby. Ugh, Toby. The search party is over and your classmates filter back into the deep ocean room. Some of them hold flashlights or wear safety equipment. They're all excited to see you. They must have been looking really hard for you. Monica walks up to you and hands you a LaCroix. My parents can take you home if you want. We didn't do the cake or presents because we were looking for you, so maybe we can cut a slice of cake to go? Cut you a slice of cake to go? And you can have all the LaCroix you want. I mean it, the entire pile. I know we're not, like, best friends or anything, but, like, can I hug you? Aw, yes. Monica hugs you tight, just for a second, then let's go. Cool, well anyway, I want me to tell my parents to take you home? You look around at your friends. Naya said, oh my gosh, I've only read we could cut you and thought the scary part wasn't over. No, it was cake. It was cake, we're fine. And Naya says, me and my brain. That's happened to me with other things though. You read the first bit and then it goes in completely different direction. You look at the tank. Bruce does another pass. Aw. You feel comforted. You feel safe. You feel accepted. I want to stay. Monica looks surprised. Oh, okay, great, then let's do cake, I guess. Oh, she had stars around her. I like the music. This one's really nice. It's like the fish are dancing to it. You spend the rest of the night hanging out with your friends. You eat cake, you open presents, you play games, and eventually you fall asleep under the watchful eyes of the Ocean Guardian. Aww. Everyone looks so cute sleeping. Aww. Aww. Aww, that was nice. That was a really sweet game. I really enjoyed that. Yay, the Dev Talk Discord. I love that so much. That was brilliant. Nice is really well done. I agree. That was great. I'm looking forward to seeing more projects by your team. Laser Source says, yay, it was fun. It was so fun to watch you play it. Your voices were really good. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you so much for coming. That was really fun. I'm looking at my clock now. Oh, it looks like we made it just in time. I was meant to stream for 2 hours for the first 2 games, and looks like we made it right on the dot with 2 minutes to spare. Which is good, because I guess my voice is feeling a bit sore because I haven't streamed on Twitch for literally months. I think the last time was, I think, April for Nano Reno. KJS Bear says, thank you so much for streaming. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you so much for making this. This was such a nice experience. And please let me know if you make more. I'd like to play through it. So, I'm not sure if, oh wait, I want to see the different screens. I'm not sure if there's multiple endings, to this game, but if you would like to try it out now. Oh, Laser Sword, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. I'm gonna stream tomorrow around the same time. Oh, you have another one on itch.io. I'll check that one out then. Cho says, thank you for streaming, Katie. Thank you for coming. I had fun. It was nice chatting with you all. I don't know if there's multiple endings, but if you want to check out this game for yourself, you can find it on itch.io. Fishy, a game by I Chose Paradise. Check out our other game, Flourish, also available for free on itch.io. Okay, I'll check that one out. Flourish. Very excited. And tomorrow I'll be streaming same time. I believe, what does my list say? I will be playing the alpha demo for Up All Night by Fiendish Fiction tomorrow. So I'll see you then. I think I'll end the stream now, since we're on time now. And I'll see you tomorrow then. Ta-ra! Before we end, I'm gonna find someone for us to host. Good night, everyone. Let me check my follower list to see following who's alive right now and Raider host. Let's see. Oh, Lizard Seagull is playing Phantasmophobia. Not to be confused with Phantasmagoria, which is another horror game. But I'm not sure because I haven't played it myself, but I believe Phantasmophobia is that horror game where you can record your voice and the game hears not only how loudly you're screaming but also what words you're saying, and the game changes depending on that, so let's host there. And there we go. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Ta-ra!